Howdy y'all, got the Bulldog on the channel. Haven't uploaded in a couple 3 days. We've had some issues down here. I'll show you this one here. Working on this 2010 F550 and need to do a pinion seal on it. Something kind of, normal, run of the mill, no big deal. Just pop it in there. I put my 1/2 inch impact on it and it just hammered and hammered. Well, that's not going to work. So we went and got the big 3/4 drive and put it on there and hammered and hammered and hammered and hammered, and then I heard the tone change. So, okay, it broke it loose. And I pulled it off of there and I had not moved the nut. And I looked at the socket. I must have dropped it or something. It kind of grenaded. Fortunately, we have another 3/4 drive set. Grabbed it, went to hammering on it, trying everything we can. It would not budge, that nut. Okay, set the gun down, went to putting things around, so we were gonna, we don't have a lift that'll pick that truck up. So we can't get it up in the air to actually get to anything. And while we were discussing what we were gonna do, the gun just took off running by itself, and it kept getting faster and faster and faster until it was wide open. Okay, something was damaged in the trigger. It's probably just a return spring, but don't have to take it apart. And guess what? Our internet has gone down. That's another reason I can't upload video. But anyway, I have a 1 inch at home. I brought it up with the kit. Big inline 1 inch drive. It did get it off, but it had to hammer all the way. That part's done. Now we're back to, okay, I've got it all in. All right, ready to go. What kind of fluid does it take? I don't know. Because like everything else, it is just across the board. This. I know that people are like, what the heck? Did he see a squirrel? What the heck is wrong with this guy? It's stuff going on in my mind here, and it's hard to articulate it. But there are 17 different fluids for just axles. I mean, not 17. Let's be realistic. 50. Anyway, in just the Ford trucks, you have 80/90, regular old 80/90 gear lube. And then there's 75/90. And then there's 75/140. There's also 85/90, I think, and 85/140. Which one does it take? No. We were just about having to call over to the dealer because, well, I say, our internet's down. I was able to, the internet on my phone kind of works, maybe. I punched in the search engine and it went off, did something else for 10 minutes. And then refreshed it, and then went off, did something else for 10 minutes, and then it finally pops up something, and then I waited and clicked on that one, and I got a reference up in about 5 minutes. And okay, now I kind of know what it is. So we're going to put 75/140 in it. There's so much information anymore. There's so many different things that you can't memorize it. You can't take a shot in the dark. There's too many choices. So it is to the point now where you have to have internet access in order to run a business for this kind of stuff. The books, when we stopped getting books, it was over $1,000 to get printed books for domestics alone. And it was like 6 or 7 books. They were only good for like 6 months. We would wait for about 5 years and then try to update what we had and deal with calling over there. And then the dealerships were more helpful back then. And it's getting to the point now where they're not as helpful as they used to be. But anyway, back to the internet access question. There is so much information, so many different applications, especially for an independent shop that works on all makes, all models, that you cannot have anything but a subscription service with this information that you access as needed. We rely on that way too much. And this is one of the deals where it comes back to bite us. What do you think about that? I mean, that's part of the reason why a lot of people like the old classics is because what kind of gear grease does it take? Gear grease. 80/90. What else is there? Everything took the same thing. Everything, you had like a dozen different filters, and you can tell by looking at it which one it is. Just that kind of stuff that's really, and even in those times, there were people that could not work on cars. Imagine what it's like right now. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.